So welcome back to Zenith RP. First thing I think we're gonna do is start our job. So let me stop smoking here. Okay, there we go. We're gonna hop in our, I don't know what this is, I know it's a 19 Ram, but I don't know specifically like what model. It's got the limited front end, but yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So there's not a whole lot going on. First thing we're gonna do is put our seatbelt on so we don't get pulled over for that. We're gonna go up here to the mining site up in, I believe that's Blaine County, right? Because I know Sandy Shores is like, oh, or you know what? Okay, I'm not even gonna pretend to know because I don't. I originally used to think Sandy Shores was like here, which I'm pretty sure it is, but I could be wrong still. It could be that Sandy Shores. I was never real positive on like county names. I know that's Grapeseed. You know what? I think this is Sandy Shores because this is the Sandy Shores airstrip or field, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we're gonna hit up our career on this server so far is a miner. I was a rally car driver, but honestly I got bored of it because it turned into kind of basically racing the same car around the same 5 or 6 tracks like over and over and over, and honestly I wasn't making that much. Now the mining job is very monotonous and it's kind of a lot of doing the same thing over and over, and like you'll find yourself spending a lot of time more or less waiting, like, and granted from a roleplay mindset it makes sense because like you'd have to mine the rock, and then you've got to wash the rock, and then you've got to smelt the rock, and then you can finally get to selling it. By the way, if there's a highway patrol here on the freeway, we're almost definitely getting pulled over because I think the speed limit's either 70 or 80. I'm not 100% sure. I know earlier that I passed like 2 ducked off in the median, I assume running radar. So and for whatever reason they didn't flip around, so I don't know why. I know I was going over the speed limit. I was doing at least 80, so I really thought I was screwed then and I was going to get pulled over then, but apparently not. However, the server is quite a bit more dead. I'm not sure what the right word is there. Now it's about, let's see, 1:30 in the morning, so it's died down a little bit. There was quite a few people on when I first hopped on tonight. I want to say there was like, it looked like there were like almost 30 people, but I never counted, so I could be wrong. But there was a modder that ended up getting in the lobby and the server had to restart, so after it restarted there really weren't that many people that came back on. I guess a bunch of people just got off for the rest of the night, which makes sense. Let me just let this guy know something real quick. Oh, okay. Looks like Blair. I was gonna say looks like Blair's running the taco truck now, but maybe not, because Peyton Anderson is the one that kind of started it and was supposed to. Oh, I'm not on duty. That's awkward. Let me run back up there and do that. So there was a taco truck that was started. I can't think of the name of it to save my life. Yep, not coming to me. But anyway, and him and Blair, who is the Debo guy on Twitter, I've kind of just been getting into it off and on, and I don't know if it's like serious or they're just messing around or what, but they stay into it no matter what. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna clock in, and we'll go mine. The hardest. Oh, so it looks like he's got competition now. I'll just go ahead and apologize in advance for you guys being able to hear the keyboard so much. It's because of where the mic's mounted. I'm going to work on kind of addressing that before too long. So we'll go on duty there. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see, at so as far as the models go, I'm actually a big fan of this Ram model. It's really pretty accurate. I wish it didn't have the off-road bumpers, or there was an option for there not to be the bumpers, just because I'm more of a fan of the like clean factory look, but it doesn't look awful. The interior, let me just show you real quick, is a little lacking. I mean, it's just a low poly model, I'm sure, which is, it's actually good for multiplayer, but hey, at least it's got the pano roof, right? It actually also has a roof rack and tire in the back. Let me see. So see, I can turn that on and it does that. Let me turn them off, which is cool because I mean all the lights work. I just wasn't personally a fan of it. I like the way it looks better without it. So we will, let's see, we're gonna take our seatbelt off so we can actually exit the vehicle. We'll lock the vehicle really quick, maybe. The button is not working, hang on. And my lock hotkey seems to be broken. Man, there's all kinds of beef going on on Twitter. Alright, so then we're just gonna, if you do something else when the prompt goes, oh no, it was working, never mind. I messed that one up. Okay, so basically, as far as the mining job's concerned, you just sit here, and you can get up to 100 stone, and then when you get that, we'll take it to the wash plant and wash it and then smelt it and so on and so forth, and I'll just walk you guys through that. But we're just gonna sit over here. Let's see, we can have a smoke, I reckon. And we'll, I guess, oh, you know what, hang on, I can probably do, there's bound to be a mining emote somewhere in here. Maybe not. I know there's like there's a jackhammer one, but I don't know what it's called. Let's see. There's so many. Oh, hammer maybe? Nah, that's not it. We're just sitting here mashing the air. That's good. Man, he's looking at his great work. Look at that. Let's see. I don't think it's a mechanic one. No. Man, what is that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, I cannot find it. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to do without. So I will return, it looks like, when, oh wait, profit modes. Hang on. Near bong box briefs. Okay, apparently not. Okay. Oh, and look at that. We just so happened to finish at the mining site. So you'll see it'll tell you in the bottom left maximum, which just means you got all the stone you can hold. So now we'll hop back in our car that we can't lock. We gotta go over here to clean it. We'll pop our seatbelt on so we don't die, because oh man, we almost died anyway. Oops. Okay, let's very carefully slide down that. Quick little shortcuts I've learned that shave a lot of time off this gruesomely long journey. It's long and it's tough, but the money is it's hard to say if it's any better than the rally money, because I could get between 3,000 to 5,000 per race with the rally job. However, my headlights are off. Okay, there we go. With the rally job, but the races took probably, I'd say on average 2 to 2.5 minutes. Some of the longer ones were like 3 minutes. So I'm spending a lot more time, but I'm making between like 10 and 12,000 per like full run. It just depends on how much like gold and diamond I get out of the 100 rocks. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be, that I believe that you get 200 washed rocks for every pure stone. Or yeah, no, I think that's right. Don't hold me to that though, because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. We're actually going to stop up here and get fuel because we're only on a quarter tank, and the last thing I want to do is run out of fuel. So you can see it's a little easier to speed. Well, there's two reasons in particular it's easier to speed right now. There's less people on the server, so you don't have to worry as much about cops. And out in the county, it's really easy most of the time, because I don't think that I've ever seen a cop in the county. And there's supposedly so there's LSPD, there's San Andreas Highway Patrol, and then there's supposedly Los Santos County Sheriff. I don't think I've ever seen a sheriff car. I've seen a couple Highway Patrol, and obviously I've seen LSPD just being in the city, but I haven't seen any kind of sheriff car. So now that we got a full tank, we'll head over here and quickly, hopefully quickly, get these rocks washed. Let's see, so we'll take that off, we'll shut the engine off so we're not burning fuel. We'll hop out. My key fob still doesn't work. That's weird. Okay. So then you just press E again here to wash. And it should tell me... Yeah. So for every... Oh no. It's just 100. Either way. So... For every wash stone, or every stone, you get 1 wash stone. Okay. For some reason I thought it was 200, but... Apparently I was wrong. So we'll sit here and do this, and hopefully before too long we'll be able to head into the city and start smelting and see what we got out of this haul. Okay, so we're back. Just finished up washing stone. You can see down there in the bottom left it told me I'm at my max again, so 100 out of 100. We're gonna head back into town. Let's see if we're going to let him know we're headed his way, because we'll stop and get us a taco first, because why not? It's always good to help out local business. Let me make sure I have the money for that, actually. Yep. Just wanted to make sure I had the money on me. So we will... Jeez, let me make sure... I want to make sure I know which dealer I'm going to. I believe it's Simeon's, but I'm not positive. Ah, so they're closing actually. Let me just reply to him. Okay, there we go. So we'll just stop by the taco place tomorrow, which means I can go down there. Okay, so I looked at a map too, and Paleto Bay, Grapeseed, Sandy Shores, and then I didn't realize, I never really realized that there were 2 separate counties on the map. I just thought everything was Los Santos County. So let me pull the map up one more time. So I think basically along this river, this line right here divides Los Santos County, which is here, and then Blaine County, which is here. I didn't know that. The more you know, because like in a lot of communities and stuff, you just see it's all just Los Santos County. Some people actually do like Blaine County, but I guess I'd never put 2 and 2 together. But either way, the more you know, right? So now I've got that sorted. Park you free. Oh, never mind. I read that wrong. So now we're gonna head back into the city, and the next step is to smelt the wash stone we've got now. So we'll go to the smeltery and see what we get out of this haul. There was one haul I did not too long ago that actually, the max diamonds you can get, or carry, sorry, at one time is 5, and I ended up getting all 5 out of that. I haven't taken the time to, like, that cough was odd, taking the time to, like, do them. Oh, we almost died right there. I haven't taken the time to do the math and figure out like how much I get per mineral, because there's copper, iron, gold, and diamond, and each one obviously gives you, or obviously sells sorry, for a different amount. Copper being the least, diamond being the most. Copper is also the most frequent one you'll get, diamond being the most rare. So that being said, I've never done the math to figure out like how much you get per mineral for each of the different minerals, but maybe one day I'll take the time to do that. It's nice too when you have a job, you also get a paycheck every so often. I'm sure it's a time thing, I just don't know what the time scale is, maybe every hour. And I'm not sure if you have to be clocked in to get it or not. I haven't really played around with that or paid enough attention. I wish there was a little more going on in the city. Okay. Oh man. Oh. We're all good, I think. Didn't even hurt it. It's that big off-road bumper we got on there. Cannot touch them. Which, to be fair, I know in real life these steel off-road bumpers, they're pretty difficult to damage. I mean, you can obviously scrape the paint and stuff and damage the paint on it or the finish, but as far as like denting it and actually like causing structural damage or something to the bumper itself, it's pretty difficult, really. Gotta take the seatbelt off. Can't forget that. It's kind of mildly frustrating to have to remember to take it off every single time. Oh, there may be someone here actually. That I don't know if that's a Bronco or F-150. I believe it's just an F-150 with like a camper shell on it, but it was here last time I was here, and the guy, I assume it was the guy who owned it, was here because he was in the trunk, but maybe not because it looks like nobody's here. So as you can see, same thing again, except now on the bottom right you can see we're just getting a mix of different minerals per washed stone. So now there's, I mean, you see it add up in your inventory. We've already got 1 diamond, 7 gold, 21 iron, and 28 copper. The only problem I have with this inventory system is it doesn't update live. So like, if you receive something while you've got your inventory open, you've got to close it and open it again to get it to show up again. So notice we have a pistol. I need to actually go get more ammo for that, because if we run into a situation where we might need it, I'm not sure that that's going to be enough. But anyway, so you get the point with the smeltery. You just wait here until you've depleted your wash stone or gone through all of it. If you max out one of these before you're out of your wash stone, you'll just get every resource except that. So it's probably honestly more beneficial if you max out on something to wait and go sell what you've got, so that you can get more of whatever it was going to give you in the first place. But you know, it's all a minor detail, because honestly for the time it would take to do that, it's almost just worth letting it max out and give you just the rest of the minerals. So I don't know, it's however you want to do it really, but yeah, so I'll catch you guys back when this is done. Okay, so we're done smelting, so now you'll see we've got somehow 6 out of 5 diamonds. I don't know how that worked actually. I've never seen that happen before. And same thing with iron. We've got 201 out of 200. That's odd. I've just never seen it go over what you can supposedly carry, but hey, I'll take it. And then we've got 200 copper and 100 gold. So we are completely full on everything. Let me just check Twitter. Okay, so now we'll go and start selling. So if we hop skiddly bop up out of here. It's pretty cool interior on this building, honestly. I don't know if that's a interior that's available in the regular game, like not modded, such as GTA Online or regular single player or not, but I've never seen it before outside of FiveM roleplay communities, so it's cool nonetheless. But first thing we'll go do is sell copper, and that's down here, just because we have the most of it and might as well get rid of it while we can. So we'll head down there. Let's see, I don't think there's any police on. I could be wrong, but hopefully not, because I don't particularly plan on following traffic laws, and we are in the city, so if there are police on, they'll be more likely to be down here where we'd run into them, so hopefully not. I don't plan on driving super crazy, just I also don't particularly feel like stopping for red lights and stuff, so we wanna value our life. That's a big thing on Zenith. Is, you know, you don't wanna be driving around like a maniac with absolutely zero regard for your life. Just meaning like doing 100 through congested parts of town and drifting around every corner in a truck like this. It doesn't make sense, and it's not realistic. So they want the roleplay experience to be really tight. Can we just talk about how every gate in any kind of Grand Theft Auto Online, you have to literally make contact with it for it to open? Why was that never fixed? I mean, why is that a thing? So go ahead and shut the truck off, take our seatbelt off, hop out. And just for reference, you'll see we've got $98 now, so that'll give us a number to kind of see how much we make off of copper. We've got, what, 200-ish of it to sell, yeah. So we'll let this cycle, and I'll see you guys when this is done. Is there any Kool-Aid or anything left? You drink all your...
No.
Did you see the channel art?
Kinda.
I don't know why that hasn't updated yet, but it's pretty. And then, like, if I go to here, you can see that a little bit, but I like it a lot better than what it was.
When you first started making it? Or what you like had it as?
Just because that was like 13-year-old me, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense now. It made sense then in my head, but it'd be sweet to get this ball rolling and make a little money. Dip into that YouTube money stash a little bit. Thing is, I finally have a computer I can do it with. Like, I have a computer, I don't have to turn the settings down so low that it looks like fucking dog ass, or a game fresh out of 1999 for me to be able to record it. I gotta, if I'm gonna do this, like for real, I gotta figure something out with that mic, because you hear, that's all you hear.
So I apologize in advance.
I don't know how other people do it unless, because people that like do it have the booms. I don't know if it being up here, it wouldn't capture all that.
Yeah.
But they also have better mics. Not that that's a bad one. It sounds really clear, but it picks up everything.
In the background, yes.
And then I need to get a pop filter.
What's that?
Like really aggressive pops, like when you like your P's, and a mic will pick that up and it'll sound like shit sometimes. That's like a... That's what I really want. I want a Yeti. What is Premiere doing? Anything? Project? Let's see. sell it all. I'm almost done. Okay, so all the copper sold, and we made, well, we have now $24.98, and what did we have before? 98, I think. So we made 2,400 off of 200 copper, I believe. So what's that equate to? Let's check real quick. What is 2,400 divided by 212? So that, I feel like an idiot for needing to use a calculator for that now that I think about it, because it's simple math, but it'd be like that sometimes. So it's pretty cheap, obviously, but you can't expect much more out of copper because it's both in the game and realistically a very common metal in comparison to like iron and like gold and diamond. Iron's fairly common too, I believe, but copper, as far as I know, is still like the most common of all of them. So we'll just head over to the oh, I always cut that. Yikes, spin it out. So I always cut that corner short. I think it's because I think that little median thing, divider thing, is like where you're supposed to turn, but it's in fact not. How many people are on? Oh yeah, the server's kind of dwindling. It's that time of night. It's 2 o'clock. I mean, can't expect much more. It is a Central Standard Time based server, and the server is on like actual time, so time progresses as if it would in real life. So, you know, if it was 10 a.m. in real life for me right now, it'd be daytime and presumably 10 a.m. in the server. But I don't know if it's got dynamic weather or not, like server-based weather based on like maybe the location of the server. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. That's odd. There's just a van chilling here. It does sketch me out a little bit because apparently somebody got killed while they were mining earlier today. But we're just gonna do this, take our seatbelt off just in case. We'll pull the pistol out. You'll notice there's no reticle either, which I've discovered makes shooting increasingly difficult for sure, but just means you gotta have skill, right? So we had 24.98, I believe. Yeah, that sounds right. So we'll go ahead and sell off all this iron and then see what we make after that. And by the time we get to diamond, you guys will have a rough idea how much the mining job gets you per run. Obviously it won't be exact because you get a varying amount of minerals per run, but it'll be close at least. So I will come back to you guys as soon as this is done. Okay, so all the iron sold. Let's see, now we're at 55.13, so if we do some more quick math, let's see, 55.13 minus 98 is 54.15 minus 2,400 leaves 3,015 divided by 201, I believe, is how much iron we had. That's roughly 15 per ingot, if you will, of iron, so better, but still not great, obviously. And luckily we didn't get jumped or anything while we were selling that, so we will now head over to the jewelry store and sell some of this. Oop, some of this iron, or not iron, sorry, gold. See you later, guard. Again, not super concerned with following traffic laws right now. If it was busier, I'd almost for sure follow them, just because if for nothing else, it's just risky. But there's what, two other people on right now besides me, so I don't think either of them are cops, so I'm not super worried about it. Now would be the perfect time to rob a bank or a store. But I'm gonna keep the criminal activity on a low for now, especially since this character may end up being the one that gets into the LSPD. We'll see. I probably could always make a new character for it, but I just assume use this one. It's easier that way. So we'll come around the back side here. You're not really supposed to drive up through here, but it's fine, right? We'll go ahead and leave it running for this one because we've only got, what, 100 gold? Yeah, so this shouldn't take too long. You'll see fire a weapon to start the robbery, so we can rob this if we really wanted to, but again, probably going to refrain from that. So we'll go ahead and sell this. And I can't break it down anymore because I actually forgot the number from before, so all we'll have now is a total, basically. So again, we'll go ahead and get this stuff sold. It's going pretty quick, actually. We may just hang on to it. But we'll get this sold, then we'll go sell our diamonds, which I need to watch when we do that and see if we actually sell 6 or if we only sell 5, because I have a sneaking suspicion that might just be a bug with the UI. Hopefully not, because diamonds are worth quite a bit, I know that for a fact, but I just wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. So we sold all the gold, now we've got 8,500. I'd like to make out with about 10 grand, but I think that might be possible. I think diamonds are worth about either 400 or 500 a piece. We'll see though. Let's go back over there now. So the diamonds are sold at the bank. I can't think of the name of the bank though. It's not Fleeka. It's not Maze either, I don't believe. I'll know here in just a second when we get up there though. It's the one up in Vinewood. Alright, look at that. A taco truck. I believe that's AI. Yeah. It's not actually a Civ, but my guess would be because they had them out earlier, you know, good old GTA logic made them start spawning, but cut him off very politely. Drive up through Vinewood. This is such a pretty area of Los Santos. I'm kind of sad it doesn't get used more, like in scenarios and stuff, but I guess what can you do? What is the name of this bank? Pacific Standard. That's it. Okay, the door says it. Makes sense now. So we're gonna get in a parking spot here. Take our seatbelt off. We'll just leave the truck running because, again, this isn't gonna take very long at all. And we'll pop up in here, and as soon as you walk in the door, you can sell them. So we've got. That's not it. We've got 85.13 now. If we sell, we sold all 6, so we now have 11.33. So we made out with more than I thought. Now keep in mind I had $98, so 83.15 minus, or sorry, 11 minus 83.15 is 27.18 divided by 6. So diamonds are worth, for as odd as the number is, 453 a piece. So almost 500. So we actually made out on that haul with max everything. 1133 minus 98. We made out with 10,935, so almost 11 grand, which isn't bad, really. I mean, granted, we had one extra of iron and diamond than we were supposed to be able to have, but I will take it. And actually, before I get back in the truck, let me pop in here, deposit most of this cash. We'll do 10.5 just so that we got some cash on us. So our account balance is now 58,150. That's looks much better than it did when I first hopped on today, let me tell you. So now what we'll do before we wrap this up here is we'll take the truck back to the garage here. I need to invest in an apartment, but the cheapest one I believe is either 150 or 175, and I'm still quite a ways away from that. Plus the cheaper one doesn't have a garage right next to it, so I'd have to like store my car and then either run or steal another vehicle to get back to the apartment. But the $250,000 one has a garage like built into the complex, so it makes a little more sense. But I can never remember the color coordination here. I believe this is store vehicle. Yep. So we'll just go ahead and store this. I guess it had damage that we need to repair, and just like that, it's in the garage. I don't know where. I have no clue. There's no garage on the property, but we'll just pretend there is. I wish you could buy a residence here, because I mean, it'd be nice. There's a garage right in the parking lot, apparently. It's got a nice, beautiful pool. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I've done ruined the suit, but it is what it is. But anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. If you guys have anything in particular you want to see done next time, let me know. There's a lot of events that happen just kind of throughout the week on the server. I know, like tonight there was a car show that I actually missed. Tomorrow I think they've got some kind of either demolition derby or race. It may be a race. And then Sunday night they've also got another event of some type going on. So there's quite a bit of stuff to do on the weekends, at least. I know then there's obviously like small stuff here and there during the week. It's not so much a like coordinated pre-planned event. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up. Hopefully next time we'll or not next time, but sometime in the near future we'll be on the LSPD, and I'll be able to get you guys some content for that. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.